Alright, what this is gonna be is just a quick overview of my new Helix. Welcome to the hype train. If you're watching this 4 months from now, there's no more hype, but right now there is. And it's not just the frame, also the motors. I'm running those new ZMX Fusion motors, which have been super hyped up. I never ran any of the original ZMX motors, so we'll see how these do. I haven't flown it yet. I just finished building it. I always take my time with my builds. I got this like 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. I got into the blind pre-order, and I am pretty stoked with what I got. This is a very well designed frame, very well thought through, and most importantly, it's different than a lot of the other frames on the market. There's just little things like with the alien frames that make it great. So I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's running the ZMX 2206 23,000 kV motor. Then I have a GoPro Session 5 on it that I haven't flown it yet. It's running an HS1177 camera that everybody runs with a 2.5 lens. Eventually I'm going to put the GoPro lens on it, but it's on my Amazon cart and I haven't ordered it yet. It's just sitting there. The TBS antenna. And I did the custom, I'm into cars, so I did the Gulf colors, you know, blue and orange. So I even did the same thing for the bottom, so blue and orange. And I did this on purpose too, because I like to land line of sight, so I fly around and then fly around me when I'm ready to land and just take my goggles off and look. That makes it easier for me to land, not worrying about the crazy camera angles. So it helps me see what side is the front and what side's the back. So orange and blue. I also, when I put the antennas together, I thought there was a good opportunity for do something creative, so I tied those two together with some fuel tubing for nitro fuels. And like you're supposed to, I tied down the antenna with cable ties. And the rest of the build is pretty much standard. I followed the video by Crazy FPV pretty much to the T. The only things I did differently was I made the pigtail a little bit shorter by like 20 millimeters, that's it. And then I taped the cables down like you would tape ESCs down. I didn't like the wires just kind of floating there, and I thought that might protect them and hold them together if I crash into a tree or something, so the twigs don't get and pull the cables off. Other things I did, like Crazy did, I put the LEDs at the bottom and the angled part of the fairings, so that when you're flying forward like this, they point down a little bit more and they make it easier to see. The other thing I'm doing right now, I have it set up from like default, you would say, where the camera is a 45 angle, 45 degree angle, and this one too, 45. I fly 30 or 35. Actually, I've been flying 35, and I like all my quads to feel the same. So what I'm actually going to do, since there's only one mount that actually holds a GoPro, and it's only 45 degrees, the other mounts that offer different degrees don't have the GoPro mount. Hopefully, Impulse will do something about that and make different angled GoPro mounts. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I just take this bottom standoff, well, sideways standoff off, so I can push the camera down. And what happens is, when you push it down, it actually ends up touching in the bottom there against the VTX board, and it ends up at exactly 35 degrees because I measured it. The pod itself is pretty strong, and that high tensile steel for the standoffs and the bolts really make it pretty strong. So I don't think it'll be a problem if I just remove that bottom standoff. Yeah, it'll be a little bit not as strong, but it should be fine. Hopefully eventually Impulse will make something for that, but for now that's how I'm gonna get my 35 degree angle. 45 is nice. I've flown it a couple times. If you're just racing, that's perfectly fine. But I do a lot of freestyle, and I even fly fast at 35 degrees, and with wide angle 2.5 lens, it's perfectly fine. I like all my quads to feel the same, especially when you're gonna lift. You know, if I fly all my quads at 30 or 35 and then have one at 45, I'm gonna be going very fast. I'm gonna lift, and I'm gonna see it's not gonna lift. And you know, it's better when they all feel the same. So that is pretty much it. Be sure to visit pinchtune.com. I'm going to have a gallery of photos for this quad. In fact, I'm going to link to it in the description of this video so you can easily find it. And that is pretty much it. My Impulse RC Helix build. Oh, by the way, the ESCs are Acons, same ones they ship with. So again, my Impulse RC Helix build.